A washer that agitates on the wash cycle but then stops for the spin or rinse cycle is often a lid switch problem. Today I will show you how to replace the lid switch. So this is agitating, and then the second it's supposed to go into a rinse cycle, it's stopping. We kind of thought maybe something was wrong with the lid switch, we went underneath here and it was just kind of hanging there and it broke off. So we got a new lid switch. Tools needed are a flat and Phillips screwdriver and a socket. This job took less than 1 hour and cost $35 for a new part. A used part can be purchased on eBay for about $5. Should Phillips screw on the back here, and there's one over here as well. Pull forward on the control panel, and that's going to disengage this, and then this will flip back. Remove these two latches. Here I'm going to use my straight or flathead screwdriver, and you will push down. There's a little slot there, and you'll pull forward. There's one. There's two. And this is totally going to release the back of your washing machine. Disconnect the power to the lid switch. This piece will come towards you and then pull up. Make sure you position your washing machine so you can tip this cover out. This cover is going to lift off. I like to angle this so that I have the cover of this, the control panel, leaned up against the wall. So that will help alleviate some pressure. So again, we're just going to tip this up and we'll remove this. Next, we're going to have to get this connection here off for the washing machine. So there's some little tabs. You're going to squeeze these in. Now I have that removed, and now we're going to tip this up on its ends. So when we're installing this, the screw holes are going to go up towards the lid, and that's going to allow this to come back and hit the switch that's inside of there. Screw that in with the two screws. Gotten these tightened down. Remember, it's a piece of plastic on the other side, so if you snug it too tight, then you're going to just run into the issue of cracking the plastic that's holding this. When you pull this down, you should hear it click. So it's working. We have our ground wire tightened. We have our latch switch tightened in place. We have secured our wiring in both places. One's here, and then one with just the straight wires here. And next what we're going to do is, if you can't get this to reach all the way over to the hole that you need here, to pull the wires out a little bit. So now I've gotten a little bit more wires. You can see on here there's a little lip there, and that's going to go down into this part here, and then we'll push it through and you'll hear it attach. Now, after cleaning up the top of this and everything in here, we're going to stand this cabinet back. Be careful with this. These metal lips here, they can get kind of sharp. We're going to take this cabinet, and the front end is going to go under here, and the sides are going to go on top on both sides here. So as we're pulling this cover back into place, what there is, there's a little notch here, and there's one in the back as well. That's going to secure it. And as you look here, you can see there's a hole here for the back one, as well as one in the front, and that's going to be on both sides. So that's going to be how you know if you have it secured in place. So as we put the cover back on, we're going to lift it up. So the back end is up, and we're going to slide this. Look to see where we're at. We're going to slide that front cover under there. Push it up tight with your foot, and this should fall back into place. You're going to use one hand, pull your back forward, and typically you can just wiggling it with your hand. I can tell that it's secured. I'll go down and check as well, but it's level. so I can feel that that's in place on this side. And we'll come to the other side, and that's sitting flush on that bar. We'll get our fasteners. This end goes up. We'll use our straight screwdriver and then push it down. We will reconnect the power. Next we'll drop our control panel. And as you can see, there's 3 little locking tabs. You want to make sure that those sit inside those holes that are in place. We're going to push it down. And do the same thing on the other side. Push back and make sure it's tight. We'll screw in, secure our Phillips screws, and we're done. Plug in both my washer and dryer, and then I can push this back up against the wall. I'm going to turn this on. I ran it through the wash cycle, and it's draining right now. And it's going through a spin cycle, as you can see there. So it is working.